Hey, this is Module 4. I'm starting off a little bit melancholy because this one is kind of tough in the beginning, and I want you to know with all the love in my heart, this is what helped me transform, helped me move ahead, helped me move through hesitation, help me move through limiting beliefs, help me move through the things that kept me stuck. And so if this can help you, if it makes you feel uncomfortable at the time, I hope that you can move through those feelings so that you can experience a breakthrough, because that's what it's all about. This is the question that I found the hardest when I was doing the work. Here it is. What have these limiting beliefs that you have about yourself cost you? What have they cost you? Maybe not following through on what you want to do in this life. Maybe allowing yourself to believe that you failed your family or you failed yourself. What have they cost you? Maybe not connecting with people in a way you feel joyful about. Is that how you want to live your life? Is that what you want it to be? So you get to answer these questions, which are hard. You get to see your worth and feel your worth and know your worth and believe in yourself. You get to know that you get to live at your fullest potential, that you get to have the things that you want to have by being the person you are and doing the things that you want to do. And we can't always do everything we want to do. 40 years at jobs that I am sure I did for the income and the benefits. Some of it I liked. Most of the time I tolerated. But a lot of the people I liked, because you just make the best of a situation. But once you find a different way to live, once you find your voice, once you start speaking up, once you find that passion, once you start serving a purpose and helping other people, you can't go back. You can't go back. So it becomes, sometimes when you let go of other people, there's guilt. I know that firsthand. In fact, I let the guilt eat me up for a whole entire year before I did something about it, because I thought, why do I let go of this person if I'm simply going to just hold on to guilt and beat myself up? Who needs that? So I finally met with somebody, a coach, to push me through and make me understand that the guilt was a choice. That was rough. A choice? I don't choose guilt. Oh, yes, you do, Margie. It's keeping you stuck. Well, that's not what I wanted at all. So I had to let go of the guilt. I had to move through the feelings. I had to move that energy of guilt out of my life, out of my way, and not in, not in an unempathetic way, if that's a word, but in a way where I had empathy for the person, but I just knew that I couldn't have them in my life because it was too hard. So actually getting rid of that guilt, setting your mind to a new perspective with a new framework, feeling a shift in your life, feeling more space to bring joy into your life. Then you start living at a higher vibration, and you're here right now and you're living to what you're supposed to be living like. You're vibing at a vibe that keeps you at a vibe. Do you know that you can Google vibrations, that the megahertz on the vibrations will help program your mind? So every single night for 2 months solid, I fell asleep to this higher vibration of subconscious, to this higher vibration of bringing abundance into my life. It's a certain megahertz that you want to know about, but you can Google that and fall asleep to some of those things. And it becomes really soothing to be able to do that. Most people create a to-do list in life, and I encourage you to create a must-do list. These 3 things that I must do by noon, because what I used to do is create a to-do list, and I can tell you that on my to-do list on Monday, that those things will still be there on Friday, because I was like, there was no accountability to myself. I can't even do an accountability partner. I need accountability to myself. So I had to change it. I had to say, you know what? I'm not feeling good about myself, so let's change this to must do. Before tomorrow at noon, these are the 3 things that I must do. And that was a game changer. That was making me into somebody that had more confidence and felt like, okay, I have a little bit of control over some things in my life. We don't have control over everything. We don't have control over a lot of things, but you can control some things in your life. So control what you can, and then the rest you just have to punt a lot. We get discouraged, we get depressed, we feel defeated, but we don't have to make that our way of being. We can feel overwhelmed, or we can overcome. And when you take the word overwhelm and you put a line through it and you throw it out of your life, like, I'm not using that word anymore. Trust me, in the beginning, it's hard because you want to say, I feel, and I don't even use it. It's just not part of who I am anymore because I'm just not overwhelmed. And it became part of my subconscious, and I put the word and I put the line through it, and I, did everything that I needed to do to get that word out of my life. So if you want to do something different, create that habit. And they say 21 days. Now they're saying 66 days. Who knows? Just do it for a certain period of time that you haven't done it before, and start to create a habit. Start to create a habit where you're listening to higher vibration, where you're not listening to the things that are going to pull you back down. So I think that you've done a lot of work here. You've gotten to the root of what the problem is in the very beginning. You've gotten to the root of what, is holding you back with confidence, and learning how to grab that and understand that. Make sure you're solidifying your belief. And to do that, you need to put your vision in front of you, and you need to put that clarity, the power of clarity of what you want in your life. It's not easy to do, but I promise you, when you do it, it really adds to a sense of confidence in your life. I would ask you that, what is something that is sacred to you? Something that you care about that is really sacred to you. You can see all my dirty shelves, huh? What is that? What do you hold near and dear to yourself? And I also want to ask you, if you had massive confidence, if you didn't have the ego, you didn't have the self-righteousness, and you didn't have the anger, and a lot of times under anger is sadness. If you didn't have that, where would you be? What would you be doing? And then take that to a level 10. I love saying level 10. I don't know what it means. It means something different to me than it does to you. But it allows me to say I'm living at level 10. So why not live at level 10? Why not be somebody who is unreasonably optimistic? There's a Japanese art. It's called kintsugi. And if a bowl breaks and falls on the floor, the Japanese do mix a powder together with gold flakes, and that powder is a paste, and they pick the bowl up and they put it back together with this gold paste. If you've never seen this, you can look it up. It's called kintsugi, Kintsugi, and the bowl is now more beautiful, is stronger than it's ever been. And every single piece is unique. And instead of just throwing it in the trash as a broken bowl, it becomes something stronger and more beautiful. And that's what you are. That's what life is all about. That's what you get to do with everything that's going on in your life and all the stuff that's happened in the past. You get to feel broken and you get to mix the gold powder and put yourself back together so imperfectly unique and stronger than you ever have. Because I promise you that there's one thing that I know for sure, that this life is truly worth living. And I think it surprised me to learn how many people have thought at some point about taking their life or thought that way. When you find the gratitude that's here, and this is not woo-woo, and this is not just fluff, this is reality. When you find that reason to be, when you find that clarity, that legacy that you want to leave, maybe you don't have family members. Maybe there's no one but you in your own family. Do you think you could go maybe, help kids learn how to read, be part of Boy Scouts of America, teach kids how to play basketball? I don't know. Whatever it is, there is always an opportunity to help somebody else, and there is no better feeling than helping somebody else get where it is that they want to go. That's why I love being a coach. It's why I love helping people. I love seeing people break through. I loved helping a girl when she came to me and she couldn't even look at the camera, and she was trying to interview on Zoom, and her answers were all over the place and her eyes were up and she didn't know. And we worked and worked and worked over several months until she got so good. Well, let's just say her first offer was almost 6 figures and she took that job, but she left it when her job that was, $130,000 came in and offered, and she even liked that job better because she learned how to have some confidence from, I'm not kidding you, from sitting in a chair and couldn't even looking at me. Because there is something about it that no one's ever pulled out of her, was a belief in herself. Pull the belief out. I don't believe in pushing people. I believe in pulling it out of you and letting it see what is there. Let it come out. Let it experience life. My goodness, we're only here for this period of time that we get. And if you want to be successful, it's going to breed more success in your life. If you want to have more opportunities, you have to be able to speak. You have to walk in a room with a certain presence. You have to be that person that people are comfortable with. Now, one person said, even when you're in the grocery store, I'm not sure about even when you're in the grocery store. I mean, goodness gracious, because they got an opportunity where somebody came up and talked to them. Here's the thing. Just be yourself. Be who you are. But the person that I was, I say be who you are, was a pretty sad, angry, self-righteous person that blamed other people. So I needed to do some work on myself. I needed to do some internal work. I needed to ask some questions. These questions that I have given you have come from me, have come from what I've done, the work that I've done, what helped me the most. I've crafted them. I've rewritten them. So these are questions that you can answer that are going to advance you, that are going to take you into a new place. And I just want you to be aware that one of the things that really, I would say it's probably one of the most key things, other than your belief, is this one word. Because your belief is your guiding force. It's going to take you down the track that you're going to go. It's going to lead you. It's going to help you decide whether you should do this or that, whether you should think differently, what you're holding yourself back from. Your belief is everything you need in order to moving forward. This is a line in the sand time for you. Line in the sand. Draw the line. And whatever has happened up until now has happened. Line in the sand, put your flip-flops or whatever facing the sun, rise, and look at what's possible for your life. Ask yourself that question. What's possible? And the thing that I wanted to tell you to create more success in your life is jizugada. And if you got that, good for you. There's a total double bonus for you if you know what I'm talking about. But it's really simple. It's the letters D, W, Y, S, Y, G, T, D. If you do this, I promise you, everything will elevate. And it's do what you say you're going to do. If you're going to meet someone for coffee at 10 a.m., don't show up at 10:10 and say, I'm so sorry, I forgot to get gas, the kids did this, I had to take a phone call before I got here. That's all those things that you're making more important than that person that you're meeting. I used to be that person. That's why I know. And when I started doing what I say I'm going to do, if I'm going to be there at 10, you better believe I'm in that parking lot at 5 of. If I'm going to be on a Zoom, you better believe I know what Zoom number is, if there's a password, about quarter of, so that I can be on the Zoom when it starts at the top of the hour. I am somebody that can be counted on. I am somebody that will show up. I'm somebody that's reliable. When you are somebody that is reliable, when you do what you say you're going to do, it elevates a level of confidence in yourself. Because now you're showing up as that person that you want to be. And if you haven't felt motivated in a while, I encourage you to be open to rewiring your beliefs so that they light up. Maybe they're just a little bit dim because of all the things that have happened. Rewire your beliefs and let it light yourself up. Let it light your life up. Let you celebrate, live above the line. If your life was a piece of paper and you had a line halfway through it, and all the things that are below the line are the emotions that get you down. I don't know that I'm good enough. I feel like an imposter. I haven't done this before, so why should I? I don't think that this is... And put everything you can think of below the line. And then above the line, say, what's possible? What if I do this? If I believe in myself, what would I do? How can I change all the words like can't to can, and start and take words like overwhelm and put them below the line and put words above it like overcome. Start understanding how you're talking to yourself, all the things that you're saying to yourself. Live in affirmations that are positive. Say, I have an abundant, thriving life, and then you will have an abundant, thriving life. Not because you're just saying it every day and you'll be like, oh, this isn't going to work. It's because it's momentum. It's who you are. It's building who you are. It's getting excited. It's about going to bed at night and knowing what you're doing tomorrow morning for the before noon, those 3 must things that you must do. And living with that positive and supportive, vibrant energy. And if you think people are just living in a fake positive, or it's because they're missing the point. I've lost very close family members to me very young. I've had tragedy, family members that haven't treated me well. Lots of things that have gone wrong. I've lost businesses, come close to bankruptcy. There's so many things, and your story is your story. So you would think, wow, maybe she's just faking it. Maybe 10 years ago I was, but now I'm not, because now I get to choose how I'm going to show up with a positive, supportive, and vibrant energy every day. Because what if it's our last day? What if it's yours? What if it's my last day? What if? I don't want to spend my life in the gloom and doom and depressed and discouraged. I just don't care about, how you feel, how you look, brush your hair. Gosh, I know I need a haircut. But keep your word. Work on yourself. Say, I am responsible for my life. And then be responsible for your life. Be that person that is on a Zoom 5 minutes till ready to go. Be that person that is 5 minutes before in a coffee shop and ready. Don't be I'm the 10 minutes late. I should have gotten gas last night. It's draining. Yeah. Your story isn't over yet. Every circumstance you have is a stepping stone to where you're going to be. If we focus on what we don't have, we don't even have the energy to focus on what we do have or what we will manifest. So if you want more energy, let go of the stuff that's draining you and start putting that positive, supportive, vibrant energy into your life, into your manifestations, into your charms, what's the word? Alarms that go off, but that could be charming, that go off every single day. It could be something as simple as appreciating more in your life, appreciating the people more in your life, appreciating what they do, enjoying more, circling your days and adding the joy in instead of Xing them out. Loving more, giving more, contributing more. We all want to give. We have servant hearts, not everybody, but most people have a servant heart and they want to give to the point that they miss that they need to take care of themselves first. Otherwise they can't be giving the $100,000 back a year. So let's get you into a point where you are in the flow. What needs to shift in your life? Are you making excuses or do you want results? It's up to you. You get to decide. You can reset like a reset button. And when you reset with a solid belief on what's possible and you reframe and you start living yourself above the line from that reframe, you're going to feel rejuvenated. Because you deserve it, you desire it, you're worth it, you're here. So what do you want to create for the rest of your life? Who is it that you're going to follow? Who is it that you're going to listen to? What is it that you're going to read? Who will you lead? If you don't want to lead other people, lead yourself to a better place than where you are. When you make these changes, life will transform. How will it transform? How will it attract other people into your life? I used to think, I will look stupid if I do that. But I don't think that way anymore because I don't think that way anymore. So how can I look stupid if I don't even think that way anymore? I'm having more fun. I'm living with more joyful effort. This is what it is. Sometimes we want people to support us in the worst way, and when they don't, we feel so rejected that we just take it, fine, I'm not going to do it then. Or we feel so rejected that we say, oh yeah, I'm going to do it anyways. And you don't need to say, I'll show you. You just need to say, I'm doing this because this is what I want. This is what I desire. This is my life. This is how I want to live. And this will make me happy. And so this is what I'm going after. And you will attract The people that come into your life that go for it. The people that send you 8 artificial $1 million bills when you ask the universe for 5 million. It's fun. It's fun. Don't be defeated by the mistakes that you've made in the past. No, your story isn't over. Don't get hung up on what it should be. But there's 3 words that can change your life. Just keep going. It's going to be hard. We can do hard things. We can push through. We can push through the hesitation. Hesitate, notice, and say, oh, what's the worst that can happen? And then you push through. Take a stand for your life and be willing to keep learning and keep growing and keep contributing and keep the excitement and the energy in your life. As I said before, we have to decide. We make a decision of what we want to do, and then we commit to that decision and take focused action. I love spending this time with you. If you want to talk, you all get a free session. I'm not going to try to sell you on my coaching. I have coaching. I can help you. I know that I can. But I am not going to get on the phone and sell you something that you don't need. But I will tell you this. If you are ready to take your life to a different level, if you want to be known for something that you're not known for, if you hesitate, hold back, feel like I'm somebody that can help you, I really would love to be able to do that. I love to be able to partner with you. I have a website called Talk with Margiedunki, DUNKI.com, that has some testimonials on it. You're welcome to go look there and see what other people are saying about me. But I want you to know that the confidence is internal. It's either going to hold you back from lack of confidence or just let you soar with an abundance of confidence. So I'm so excited to have spent this time with you. Thank you for spending it with me. You can get in touch with me. My personal cell phone is 802-238-5939. And I would love nothing more than to have the opportunity to work with you. But also, if that's not what you're looking for, I do hope that you'll take advantage of the free consultation hour so that we can just talk and I can get to know you better. And I would just consider that a blessing. And I wish you all the best. It's been fun. Thanks a lot. Take care. Until next time.